AI is not going to replace your staff. Let's put that off your mind right now. It will replace certain functions that your team is doing, but it won't replace your team. Now, that said, your team is going to need to elevate. And you've heard this, you've seen it. When we say elevate, what we mean is use AI to create faster paths to finding out who your best customers are, what they're thinking about, worried about, spending most of their time on right now, and more importantly, where their market is going. Greetings, founders and small business leaders. Kenan Rappuchi here, founder and chief growth officer of Sellerant, your growth ally, back with another episode of The Revenue Recipe. Here we talk about tactics, tips, tools, strategies, and expertise to help you find more customers faster, close more deals with less effort, risk, and cost. That's what we do, and that's what we're here for. Today, we're going to talk about what's on everybody's mind, and that is, how am I going to use AI to grow my business? Do I rely 100% on AI? Can I replace my sales and marketing staff with AI? This is a huge topic, much more than we're going to cover in this about 8 to 10 minute episode. We're going to cover the fundamentals with regard to how AI is going to power growth for your business. First and foremost, AI is not going to replace your staff. Let's put that off your mind right now. It will replace certain functions that your team is doing, but it won't replace your team. Now, that said, your team is going to need to elevate. And you've heard this, you've seen it. When we say elevate, what we mean is use AI to create faster paths to finding out who your best customers are, what they're thinking about, worried about, spending most of their time on right now, and more importantly, where their market is going. Ultimately, to be able to be effective with reaching your customer in today's channels where there's more content than there's ever been, you've got to be essentially in their character. You got to be in their DNA. So AI can help you do that by crafting specific research prompts to find information that puts you in a position to have credibility when you start that first connection. Let's assume, and we'll talk a lot more about this, and I'm going to drop a nugget for you here at the end of the episode that'll help you understand how to get some practical tools and tips to do just that. But you're still going to need these fundamentals. The first and foremost, and you've heard us talk about this before on the podcast, is you need your core brand message. Without that essential, fundamental platform, literally the foundation of everything about your business and your market, without that being crystal clear and succinct in a way that everybody in your ecosystem, from your marketers to your sales executives, to your operators, to your partners, to your network of colleagues and peers, you need to be able to explain to them who you are, who you serve, what problem they have, why they have it, how you solve it, why you're better, what makes you different. Without those key pieces of your core brand message, nothing that you do with AI or with the best sales and marketing experts on the planet is going to matter. Because at the end of the day, that is your compass, that's your why, that's your true north. That core brand message is the foundation for every part of growing your business. So understanding and nailing that foundation is not done with AI. It's not. It's done with human expertise, and you need to do that in a way that's prescriptive, in a way that's easily matriculated through everyone in your organization, so we're all on the same page and saying the same things the same way. That creates that consistency. So the core brand message, foundation one. The next is you need to have a marketing strategy. You need to know your place in the market. It helps you create that market entry strategy. Is it direct sales? Am I in a marketplace? Am I looking for partner-led growth? How do I position myself against my competition? How do I articulate my unique value proposition in a way that my best target customers are going to look to speak with me before anyone else? So that foundation of the marketing elements of your target market profile, your prospect and buyer journey, all of the key pieces around that, without that critical market foundation, you're just going to be rowing down a path of misdirection and misalignment and burnt capital, burnt cash, burnt out staff, because they're going to try to hack together a marketing strategy to build top of funnel prospects and pipeline with no specific direction or strategy. You have to have that market foundation. The third piece of your growth pillar where AI is going to help you grow and experts are going to execute that growth is your entire sales process. This is everything from your prospect journey, how you qualify those prospects, how you move them to a point where they're prepared to hear your pitch, your presentation, and a legitimate buying opportunity exists. We've also talked about that in previous episodes around how to qualify a lead. It's a tactic that you have to master. AI doesn't do that for you. Only human expertise does. But understanding how that journey plays out in the course of revenue wins and the whole entire process of forecasting to winning revenue over time and growing your business, the key here is how to shorten those sales cycles. How do you compress time to revenue? What do you need to do? And these are tactics, not tools, that enable those sales cycles to be compressed. And finally, you need the right platform. So that platform needs to be AI enabled. We happen to use HubSpot. We've been using HubSpot as the top HubSpot for startups partner since 2016. Done more implementations in the startup space than any other partner in the ecosystem. And one of the things HubSpot's done recently is go lean in deeply on AI with their Breeze Intelligence. It actually works pretty well. It's got a ways to go. However, it's got tremendous insight where AI can truly help identify those best target accounts who are ready to buy based on that AI intelligence and what it tells you on how to move forward with the right prospect. So let me recap here these 4 key elements. You've got to have a core brand message, who you are, who you serve, what problem they have, why they have it, how it leaves them feeling, how you solve it, why you're different, better, unique, what's your process, etc. Have to have that. The core brand message is key. You have to have a market foundation, where you sit in market, how you position your unique value proposition, how you craft that message to engage your best customers, to make sure they're talking with you before anybody else in your competitive circle. You need to have a prospect journey, a playbook, a customer acquisition process that's essentially frictionless, and look for areas of opportunity to shorten your sales cycles. So with all those 4 pieces in place, here's the great news. If you're in Texas or around Austin, heck, if you're even planning on being in the Austin metro area in the next few weeks, Sellerant is sponsoring an event specifically for startup founders and small business leaders. Our event on December 9th is called The Secret to Scale: How to Accelerate Startup and Small Business Growth in the Age of AI. It's December 9th at the Central Event Center in downtown Round Rock. Awesome space. We've got networking, cocktails, refreshments, light bites, and we've got 4 key breakout sessions with award-winning growth specialists in core brand message, market foundations, shortening sales cycles, and how to implement your own AI-enabled growth stack. December 9th, 4 to 9 p.m. Hit the QR code below. Register now. Space is limited. This event is the event you'll want to attend if you're looking as a startup founder or small business leader to figure out how AI is going to power your business growth going forward. We hope to see you there. You'll learn more in 2 hours than you'll learn in 2 months or 2 years in any other accelerator program or with any corporate innovation program. What we have here is everything you need to put AI in place to power growth for your business. Doesn't cost you a dime, couple hours of your time, mingle with some peers. We're inviting investors and accelerators if you're looking for funding or acceleration on your goals. We're here to help you. Look forward to seeing you then. Till the next episode of Revenue Recipe, I'm Kenan Rappuchi, founder and chief growth officer of Sellerant. To your growth. Hit you up soon.